My name is Toib and I'm going to be the host for this onboarding session. Right. I will welcome everybody to this very great session of our summer coding class for 2025. Right. Um, Basically I have an overview of, the summer coding program right here that I presented. So, we kickstart the program 2023, where we just were able to train some kids, and we tried to spice things up last year, where we have over 50 kids that we train with coding skills basically, and not only coding, we teach them how to be a problem solver, because for you to be a coder, you need to be able to solve some basic problems. So we walk them through the concept of problem solving, and then we wrap it up with coding, right? So for them to be able to translate the process of the solution that has been provided for a particular problem, for them to be able to translate it into a coding language that the computer can understand. So our classes offer both engaging and learning experience for all kids at across several levels, and also this program provides a comprehensive introduction to coding fundamentals, project-based learning, and hands-on workshop, right? Because we normally engage children with projects and hands-on projects that they will be able to apply what they've learned to, in order for them to be able to solve real-world project problem. All right, so basically for this year edition, we have both virtual and we have physical option. So these are the schedule for both the virtual and the physical. So for the virtual classes, it is scheduled to hold every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at our various centers. So basically, for now, we have three centers. We have one centers at House of David at Obudu, and also we have another center at Dolphin Estates, yeah, where our hub is located, and the third center we have it around Ikoyi as well. So for the physical session, we're going to be having from Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right? And the time for the weekly for the physical session is going to be starting from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Mondays, Wednesday, and Saturdays. And also we have virtual options as well for those who are currently not in Lagos. We have virtual options as well, which takes place every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, starting from 11 a.m. down to 1 p.m. Right, and it's going to be packed with a lot of activities, which are coding fundamentals. So we walk the children through the basics of coding through interactive learning experience, and also we would introduce games and real world examples so that you'll be able to apply them technically, right? So we have coding fundamentals part of the activities that we are going to engage the kids with, and also we have projects, right? It's going to be a project based, right? Every week, right? Students will be engaged with several projects based on what they've taught, right? And also we have hands-on workshop, meaning that they'll be able to, relate what they've done into real world application. They can relate it, what they've done. Like last year, we have kids who were able to build a game, like a guessing game within each other. We have some that build a calculator, right, using some of these coding skills. And also we are achieving more engagement this for this year as well, right? And So our responsibilities as InstinctHub at InstinctHub. So we are responsible for the curriculum development. I believe some guidance might have received the curriculum, but if you are yet to receive the curriculum, it's going to be sent to you across. It's going to be sent across after this call. So we have a very detailed curriculum that that's going to explain what the kids are going to cover from the beginning of the program down to the end. And also we have experienced instructors who are going to be we are going to be facilitating the program. We are going to be the one to walk the children through all of these concepts and the activities. And also we provide valuable learning experiences as well, meaning that we have a learning management system, right? We have a learning management system. After these kids have come in, like they have one-on-one session with the various instructor that has been assigned to them. We also have a learning management system with valuable content that the students can consume at their own pace, just for them to learn more, right? We have a learning management system as well. So that is our responsibility at Instinct Hub. And also parents also have responsibility as well. So part of the responsibility of parents basically is to ensure that their children are well engaged with the LMS, basically, right? We have an LMS, so because the LMS, they will be at home just to consume the content that we have there. So the parents' responsibility as parents, our responsibility is to just encourage them to participate actively in the learning management system outside the class hours, right? And all the activities on the LMS can also be tracked by both the parents and also we at InstinctHub as well. We can keep track of the student performance on the LMS. And also we want parents to always encourage their kids, like encourage them to see value in what they are meant to learn, right? So they should encourage them to participate in class activities, encourage them to ask questions whenever they are confused or they don't get a concept properly. And also they should also engage in class discussion as well. So we part of the parents' responsibility is just to encourage their kids to just fully participate in the program. And also part of the parents' responsibility as well is to encourage is to provide support wherever needed, right? We at InstinctHub we are providing our support. Also, we want this support as well from the parents as well, just to ensure that their kids are on track. When they get home, you ask them what they've done today. Let them show you the code snippet. Let them explain to you. I mean, you might not really understand some of this concept, but I mean, if if you call them, they will also be eager as well to just to show you what they've been able to build in the class, right? So you can always ask and support them that yes, they are on track. And then the student responsibility is to ensure that they complete all assignments given. Like at the end of each day, there is going to be an homework, and some practice exercises that is going to be assigned to each and every student. So they should ensure that they complete every assessment or assignment that has been given to them. And also the children should ensure that they participate actively in class discussion. They should ask questions at any point. Every question is welcome. They should ask questions and also contribute to group projects, because students will be grouped into several they will be paired into several groups, and they should ensure that they participate in every group that they are meant to, right? And also they should always seek help at any point if they are not getting a concept properly, if they are lost at any point, or maybe they are confused with a particular concept or a particular logic. They should always seek for help. They should always seek for help within their colleague. They should seek for help within from the instructors that is engaging them as well. So these are the students' responsibilities. Now let's check how out the program highlights. So for the program highlights, let me get this clear. So we have two phases for this year summer coding. Last year we only have one phases where we just teach problem solving and coding alone, right? But this year we have two streams. We have one stream that the students are going to learn the concept of problem solving and coding, right? And the stream two, we have students who are going to be doing coding and robotics. And this coding and robotics is for previous students who enrolled last year, or students who already have the fundamental knowledge about coding. So we are moving those students, category of students, we are moving their category into the stream two, which is going to combine robotics and coding, right? So that is for stream two. But for stream one, we have just problem solving and coding, right? So that is for stream one. I know that some students who enrolled last year are also coming back to to enroll again, which shows the quality of services we gave to them last year. So they're coming back, and we've introduced a new learning track for them, which is robotics and coding. So that is what the stream two is all about, while stream one is just problem solving and coding, right? So now the program highlight, students will learn the fundamental blocks of coding, including variables, data type, operators, which we allow them to perform some arithmetic operations, which allow them to build like I said last year, some children were able to build a calculator, some students were able to build a voting system, some students were able to build a simple guessing game, right? So these are the concepts that is going to introduce them and broaden their ideas on how to build some of these concepts. So we have data types, we have operators, we have control flows, we have data structures, function and model. These are what has been packed together that's going to help them in building all of these projects which I mentioned earlier. And part of the program highlight is the program is dedicated to be fun with engaging activities, right? So in between the classes, we are going to be having some exercise. We are going to be having some daily quizzes, and from there we are going to choose winner for the day. We are going to be having assignments, and we are going to be celebrating kids with the best assignment. And also we also introduce weekly games, basically to reinforce learning, right? It's not just about learning, it's about something fun that is going to attract the kids as well, right? So we introduce games, weekly games, right? So where the student will participate in several games within the class, and then anybody who emerge as winner for the games is going to go home with a gift, right? So it's going to be fun and packed with engaging activities, and also, like I said, exciting prizes. So there's going to be weekly prizes for outstanding performance, right? And also we're going to be having a final grand prize for the best capstone project. And also every kids or every student or every participant are entitled to get a certificate of recognition for all and every participant. But there's going to be weekly prizes for outstanding students, like we are going to be having student of the week, and also we are going to be having a final prizes for the best student with the best project. All right. So what are the skill developments? So what are the things that the students are going to, what are the takeaway, or what are we developing them for? So we are developing them for problem solving, right? They'll be able to develop problem solving skills by breaking down some complex challenges into smaller and manageable tasks. Like, okay, let's take for instance, I want to cook rice. Now that is a problem, right? Because it's a problem that I want to achieve. So what are the process of me of what are the process of cooking rice? I need to boil water, I need to get salt, I need to get onions, I need to get gas. So, all of this. Now imagine breaking all of this process down to a computer so that computer can even understand how to cook rice, right? So that is the process of problem solving, right? So it's part of what they are going to they are going to learn from the summer coding class. And also, this problem solving will not only enhance them for these coding skills, it's going to enhance them while they go back to school, because the way they are going to be approaching problem is going to be different from other kids, because they already have the concept on how to tackle a complex, or how to break down a complex problem into a manageable task, right? And also, they are going to have, we also have creativity. So students will be encouraged to always think outside the box and use their creativity to design some innovative coding solution. And also another skills that they are going to, develop during the program also is collaboration. So they would also learn how to work in groups, because the student will be shared across several groups, which they are going to meet new members, right? Part of what they are going to be learning is team collaboration, and this process is actually going to foster teamwork, and also is going to build their communication skills, because after we've assigned them to a specific group, they are still going to communicate, like they are still going to present what they've done, and that is going to also boost their communication skills as well. All right. So for progress tracking and feedback, we always have tracking to just to ensure that yes, our kids are on track. They are still on track. They are not their attention are not divided from the program. So we only have weekly assessment, right? Like I said, weekly assessment. Students will basically be assessed weekly through cues and coding challenges, and also there's going to be projects, and also we are going to be reviewing their projects and identify area for their improvement as well. So all of these weekly assessments, challenges, project review that we are going to be reviewing every week. The student, the parents or the guardian as well, we also have access to it. The moment we review a project, we are going to be sending a feedback to parents as well, that this is your student, your kids performance for this week, so that there's going to be, okay, if any child is lacking behind, we can be able to keep track and cut that at very early stage. And also we have LMS dashboard. Like we have LMS, like I said, students will be onboarded into the LMS. They're going to have an account with us on our LMS, and having an account with us on our LMS means that we can be able to track their progress via the LMS. So because we have LMS dashboard that's going to say that, this is the amount of time a particular child has spent on the LMS. This is the project that they've done. This is the assignment they've done. This is what they've been able to cover, right? So student will have full access to our learning management system, which provide personalized insights, support, and feedback throughout the program. All right. So at the end of the program, right, students will receive a certificate of completion just to recognize their coding achievements. And also at the end of the program, they would also have the opportunity to showcase their projects, right? So basically at the end of the program, we normally have like a small closing ceremony just to invite parents just to come and see what the students have built so far, right? So upon conclusion of the program, right, student will receive certificate of completion, just for us to recognize their achievements, and also they will have the opportunity to showcase their project, and also we parents as well, we have the opportunity to see their performance so far for the program as well, right? So I think that is the end of my presentation. I know that there's going to be a couple of questions and answer, but before we go, I would like to welcome. I don't know if Mr. Noah Olato, you have anything to say before I move to the next agenda.
Okay, thanks, Toib. Thank you and welcome everyone. I think before we even move forward, it would be nice we get feedbacks from the parents or questions. Then after that, we can then take a look at other things. So questions. If you have any question, you can just raise your hand so that we can support you and take your questions. I know you may have missed some things, and for the parents who join a bit late, I will try to make the recordings of this session available so that you can listen to it at any point in time. But in the meantime, we're open to questions. If there are questions or any area that you need clarity, then you can raise your hand. So while we leave the floor open for questions to come in, I just want to thank Toy for walking us through that detailed processes of the training. I must say that I really want to appreciate every parent on this call. This is a sacrifice, I believe, technically, that you would not regret. We all know what technology is doing right now. We all see the advancements, the innovations. And the funny thing right now is that what used to be average about 5 years ago have dramatically changed. Sometimes it's possible you just get the basic of some of these skills, polish your CVs, and before you know, you can get a job. But right now, the basic for standard has been, saturated. So right now, it's really, really more beyond just your ability to do things. Right now, it's also all about your ability to network more, your ability to show yourself. And why this is very important is that gone are those areas where CV works. CV these days doesn't really make sense, no matter how you polish it. People oftentimes get to validate you online. They get to validate you based on what they can find by themselves, not what you're telling them. And what does this say? It really means that we need to position our children to start early in displaying what they are capable of, start early in showing, their gifts, start early in showing the results from all the things they've been able to do. So part of what we're giving out is even far beyond the technical skills. Presentation is one of them, and which, of course, Toy mentioned, and we also displayed at the end of this session, where you see students get to build the applications, present it to the parents, get feedbacks, and all of that. So, and this really encompasses so many things in the career channel. Having the skill is not enough. The ability to describe what you have, communicate effectively, are very, very important. So what we're just trying to do for these children is give them that advantage to be aware quickly as to what they need to start doing in order to have upper hand. It's very fulfilling when one of the parents called us. I don't even know if the parent is on this call right now. Called me, I think earlier this year, thereabouts, and sharing the excitement of the daughter. The daughter went to school and she wrote exam, and while writing the exam, she didn't even prepare for the exam because we have taught her those things already. And she went in, nailed it. And, when I was also looking at the mother's status in this their break and graduation, I saw that the daughter came out to be the best graduating student in the overall school. And I'm like, oh, look at this combination. So this is really beyond we telling you that, oh, parents, train your child on how to code. This is really something about actually helping them to take advantage of the information available to them within, their reach, and how they can harness all of these skills together. So I am encouraging every parent that please do everything you can to just give them this platform. I know that at this early stage, it is very difficult for you to understand some things that we are saying, to understand some of these concepts. They may not make sense to you, but it's okay. The most important thing is just give them that push. Give them that the resources that they need to keep pushing, to keep raising the bar, so that at the end of the day they have upper hand to achieve some of these things. So please, I know that, and in some cases too, because these technology skills are a bit technical, and they can be sometimes when you look at it, it can be tiring. It can be discouraging, even we adults. This said, meanwhile, maybe somewhere you have forgotten to add comma, or you spell something and you get frustrated. So the children are likely to get to that point. It is our job as parents to give them that words of encouragement, because what is ahead of them is massive. Example I always say to parents is that I can't remember the last time in the last 15 solid years that I don't even know where my certificates are. I have all of the certificates, but I don't know where they are, because working in the technology space is far, far beyond credentials. You say you can do something, they put you in the room, do it, let's see. Now, your response to doing it determines whether they're going to give you more opportunity or not. And one of the advantages we have is that right here at InstinctHub, we are software engineers. It's what we do for a living. Teaching, uplifting others is just the hobby that we have on the side, and making sure that we also contribute to the community and help them get better. So what I'm saying in essence, parents, is that yes, while some of these things may not make sense, I know for some parents, we may not even have an idea of all these things, and sometimes it just look like, what am I even doing? I don't even know what this child wants, and blah, 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 and things like that. Believe you me, in every aspect of the workforce today, technology is penetrating into it at scale. In every aspect, whether somebody needs to want to be a musician, whether you want to be a footballer, whether you want to be a dancer, whether you want to be a lawyer, whatever, whether you want to be a medical doctor, whatever it is, there is the technology part of it. And that's why you could see some people are just exceptionally different, because they have the normal knowledge and they also have the ability to change whatever is not working within their jurisdictions. And that's what we're talking about here. So you may not understand it, but look, let us set the pace to them. These children are smarter than what we think. All we just need to do is put in their hand the right resources and the right information they need. And let us watch them to see what they can achieve. And at the end of the day, I believe that every parent will be proud, and I pray that God continue to give every parent on this call and those who are not here the resources that is needed, to invest thoroughly in these children. So, pretty much, I think that will be the submission from my end, Toib. this point, I will hand over to you. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for joining this call.
All right. Thank you very much for that wonderful presentation. All right, and I believe everybody has an idea of what is happening. Right. So we're moving to the next stage, which is questions. I know a lot of people have some questions to ask. So if you just have some questions, you can just just raise up your hand, and I'm going to give open the floor so that you can ask your questions. So let's just do that quickly for the next 5 minutes.
Question. Maybe we should just go around the room. I think some of the parents may be at work and they can't really say so much, but if they can drop message or anything, I just in my head think that there should be a question in all the things that we've said. There should be a need for clarity. So please, if you have questions or another way is that just know that you have access to us. For those who have my personal contacts, you can reach out to me directly. Also, my team are readily available. I think I have, they would have been in touch with you. So just reach out if you have any specific questions, or if you have any reservation, or you want to tell us about anything about your child that will help us to pay more attention to them. I think those information are highly welcome. So if there are no questions, I think you can just move on. I know that we've answered a couple of questions from parents in the past, but you can just move on. Thank you.
All right. So thank you very much. So the program commencement, right? For those kids who will be coming to our physical location at Dolphin Estates, right? The session starts next week, right? On Monday, we're going to start this session, right? For those who are, who registered at House of David at Ogudu, we are going to be starting by, I think, we're starting, let me check, starting
That's 11th,
of,
11th, yeah.
11th of
11th of
August. Yes, we are starting
August.
11th of August, right? So, but for those kids who will coming into
Yeah, so I think you need to say the reason why they are starting a bit late. So that's basically because we some parents, I mean, the church is having a convention, so we expect that the parents will be going. Most of the parents will be going for the convention. So, in order not to cause a bit of in order not to add more stress, so we'll be waiting and we'll commence the week immediately after the convention so that we can then deliver what we have to the students. So we've also worked with the team to ensure that we bring them up to speed. I know that we are going to be losing. We already lost a week, but the team have designed it that we'll be able to catch up and also meet up with other students. Yeah, so please continue.
All right, so thank you very much for that. Like you said, for House of David, we are starting by 11th of August, and still 3 days in a week: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday throughout the week. So we're starting Monday, Wednesday, and as well Friday. So it's going to be a 3 days program. All right. So that is the commencement of the program. So for those who are coming into our physical location at Ikoyi, starting on Monday, which is 5th of I think 5th of August. Why those as House of David will be starting 11th of August, right? So and that is how we are going.
5th of August is 4th of August. 4th is Monday.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Apology for
4th is
that.
Monday.
Yeah, maybe I lost count. All right, 4th of yes August, and all virtual session starts Tuesday, 5th of August. Right, all virtual sessions start both for stream 1 and stream 2, like I mentioned earlier, all start 5th of August. Right, so and that is how we are going to be wrapping it up for this very onboarding session. So like as somebody's raising up his hand, I think Mr. Olakunle Amos Durotimo, you have something to say, sir?
Yes. Good
All right.
afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm actually at work. I just stepped out today to ask about those that will be starting virtually. You said they will start on Tuesday, right? What other days in the week? And Tuesday, what time to what time?
Okay, thank you very much for that. Um, we're starting on Tuesday, and it's going to be from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays for all virtual sessions.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. So, any other question? I know some parents would might miss the presentation from the beginning. Alright, so there is a recording session of this onboarding, and it's going to be we are going to make it available so that we can all go back through it. And if you have any other question, you can reach out to the team members, and they would get your answers ready.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Wale Padansi. Sorry, I just joined. I think one of the questions has just been answered, the time for the virtual session. How about the physical? Which days of the week and what time of the day is for those ones?
All right, so thank you very much for that. For physical, we have 2 locations for now. We are working on the 3rd location. So for the people coming to House of David at Ogudu, our session starts 11th of August due to convention that Mr. Noah mentioned earlier, and we are like most parents would as well be at the convention. So just to ensure that everything goes in line, so we agreed to start the session for House of David at Ogudu by 11th of September, and it's for every physical session. It is always Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and the time is 10 a.m. till. So the time is 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday for every physical session. But for those who will be coming into our physical location here at Ikoyi Dolphin Estate, the session starts on Monday, which is 4th of August, and same time, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. I hope that answers your question, sir.
Yeah, thank you. That's my question.
All right, you're welcome, sir. So any other question before we wrap it up? Any question? Or probably maybe you have any contribution or you have anything to say, we are always open.
Okay, I think that will be all. So from the bottom of my heart, once again, I want to say a big thank you for everyone who has joined this call. I know that it's a busy day already, and we hope that we'll be able to deliver to your children and help them get the best value out of this training. Our contact lines remain open. You can reach out to us at any point in time. Thank you so much, and do have a very relaxing weekend.